fancy intro music. Yeah! Woo! Hey everybody, welcome back to the Eve Echoes University video, where I'm going to talk about today nothing to do with the Eve Echoes University. We're actually going to talk about notes that the dev team have been going over and things that they've told us that are coming up here soon, including, which I know some of you saw the clickbait title, like, oh, I want to know what's getting nerfed, what's getting buffed. Well, we're going to talk about some of that today. First thing I gotta say real quick is thank you for everybody who supports the channel. If you want to go ahead, smash that like button, hit the share button so everybody in Eve Echoes can know what's going down. Well, now let's get into it. First one we're going to start is from Netease's Lancelot, who answered the question that I have been pondering myself for quite some time. What weapons are being nerfed and what weapons are getting a buff? And anybody that's been out there pirating or anybody that's out there PvPing knows there's certain sets of weapons that are just not only being used more than everything else, but really are just kind of overpowered. And as you can see by Lancelot's response, the small missiles and medium rapid missiles are getting a nerf. And here's why I actually greatly agree with this decision. Some of you who are out there using these weapons are going, no! But it's actually good. But the thing is, you have these medium missiles that, due to their DPS and due to their tracking and everything, that they can take out frigates, they can take out anomalies very easily. It's just the setup of them. It's not like the regular medium missile launcher, which you see I've got one sitting in my cargo bay right here. A regular Mark V medium torpedo launcher or even a Mark V medium launcher just seems very weak. They just are not that good, and this is actually one of the weapons that's getting a buff. This one I just picked up here. And then if you look at my fitting, I run armor, I'm sorry, not armor, I run medium cannons. Sorry, I've been looking at a fleet doctrine that runs armor on their stabbers. But anyway, you see I run the Republic fleet mediums on my stabber. Medium autocannons are a list of things that are going to get a slight buff, and I do think that when I compare them to other ships of my class, even with me having a lot of skill points into medium cannons, there is a slight reduction in the DPS that I'm expecting versus what I actually get on the field. Also would like to say that railguns need a buff, and shebang, apparently they do too. I think evening out all the weapons to allow people to not be pigeonholed. Really in the game right now, you've got people that are shield tanks with missiles. It's just the most common thing there is right now. Shield tank and missile. It's the most common combo in the game. But truthfully, there are so many other good combos out there. I mean, getting your coercer out there and load it up as a beamboat to go take on those shield tanks should be more prevalent than it is. I mean, sure, there are a lot of veterans to Eve in this game who have a better understanding to how some of these mechanics work, but truthfully, we need overall some of these weapons to get a huge buff. And also the large rapid missiles and torpedoes are getting a buff, which is curious to me because they're not really being used now. Who's putting a large rapid missile launcher on their ship? I mean, you can put it on a battle cruiser. I guess if you've got extreme range, that's cool. But the blast cannons for the railguns getting a knock up, that's pretty cool too. So the rifled railguns, snub nose railguns. Railguns are just, they fire every 5 seconds, but they're just not good enough. So let's get to our next point here, which is from Netease's Nero Augustus. What counterplay are you planning to add to balance out gate camps? Which I know is a thing for people, and the addition of warp bubbles. Eve typically addressed these through a number of features such as additional data on the map, bookmarks, and a relatively accessible interceptors, which there are not necessarily accessible intercept. I don't know. I don't necessarily know if I agree with the original question. This was asked by a player, of course, in terms of the accessibility of interceptors. But anyway, here's the answer. We already have an avoid system function, which I do agree with. I don't want to make it too daggum vanilla Care Bear. It should be some Care Bear, some full on do whatever you want. And the bookmarks are on the way, but not necessarily soon. At least we know bookmarks are coming. That is a big issue for me, is I want bookmarks in the game. The bubble is only going to be able to be used in nullsec. I think that is a key. The fact that the warp interdiction bubbles are only going to be used in nullsec. So you can't lowsec, which actually I had thought about that. So I guess it's not a pirate's life for we, at least not with warp interdiction bubbles. So that is a very interesting little tidbit there. And then they have protected players in low sec. Adding danger tips in the null sec is a maybe, but just danger tips. Basically, they want players to go in, and he says it right here, or Nero says it right here, they want players to go into nullsec and it be a free-for-all, which is what nullsec should be. It should be the wild, wild southeast northwest. Sometimes over in the other parts of the map too. But the east isn't open, so we just ignore the east. That actually gets asked later on. When's the east getting open? And anyway, by the way, Cloud gets asked, when will we get jammers? Late October. So literally in a week or two. That's awesome. It's coming. And when will the new update fix the bug of mining strap not refreshing when a stealth ship is inside? So basically, this is not just mining belts, by the way. Inquisitors won't respawn after you've cleared them out if somebody's still there. Scouts, mining belts. If anybody's still present, it will not, I guess, desync or respawn, whatever you want to call it. Go nerdy on your technicalities there. And then Cloud says, not a bug, working as intended, and no adjustment for this update. So kind of like a worded as in a maybe in the future thing, but not right now. Like not now. But maybe, but not now. But maybe. But not now. Not right now. I'm okay with that though. I'm okay with that. Still, important information to be had. And then here's another one from Cloud. Is there any asset safety like in EVE Online? There are plans to allow players to improve the security of the Corp Hanger. Very excited about that one. The main thing I want, literally all I want, I'm being honest, some way to track what goes on in the corporation hangars. Anything, like literally just a log that says, hey, you got robbed of everything you own by Shabluka Blaka. Believe it or not, I made that name up. That's not a real name, Shabluka Blaka. But they did it. Shabluka Blaka did it. And now we know because there's a log. Right now there's currently no log, and while we have our hangar permissions set up pretty strict, we prefer to have our hangar 1 open for our corporation to everybody. Take what you need. If you got a ship blown up, well, if you don't have the parts, hopefully we can give you the parts to get you up and going, or we'll do an SRP program or something like that. But we have had once somebody just unload all of hangar 1, and to be honest, it's mostly crap. A bunch of Mark V medium missiles and rapids and stuff. Nobody cares about that. But apparently they did enough to go empty it out. So having that just for those instances would be extremely helpful for me as a corp leader and an alliance leader. And then here is one. Nero August is back with a big hitter. What tech level will the interdictors be? Tech 6 and Tech 9 and heavy interdictors at Tech 8 and Tech 10. 16 total variations of interdictors. So many interdictors. That's a lot of interdictors. That's a lot. Like if you're a pirate out there, or honestly, if you're just a PvPer, you should be excited about that. It's pretty dope. And I honestly think that while gate camps are a thing that everybody's worried about, and I really think that the interdiction bubbles and adding that layer of complexity to the game and really making it more dangerous to go places, if we're being honest, in my mind, I know I'm coming from a Star Trek world where everything's supposed to be the Federation. We're in a glorious utopia. But as Quark reminded us, Federation's a lot like root beer. Bubbly. And it grows on you. But that's not how the galaxy actually is. 8,000 plus star systems are not all going to be safe, people. There's a bunch of bloodthirsty pirates there. Especially those Outer Rim guys. They're a bunch of jerks. Kill them if you see them. Don't do that. They're over in the northwest part of the map. Or the south. I think I saw them in the southeast. Maybe they were over in the central part. Maybe they were just hanging out in high sec. I don't know. You have to go find them. Who knows where they're at. Yeah, but anyway, 16 new ships coming into the game already is already a huge bonus for me as in terms of excitability. Already new ships, and I'm only Tech 7. Now, nobody's Tech 8 yet, so we can't even get to some of these ships, but the fact that they're getting added in, and they also talked about in this AMA about capital ships coming into the game as just the things that are still evolving for us, and they also mentioned, sovereignty is their main focus right now. Getting sovereignty launched, getting this prep for sovereignty, getting everything set up there. That's going to be the big stay of Q4 for EVE Echoes, is getting sovereignty launched And that should make everybody out there excited. But these are some of the big notes that I wanted to hit on. If you want to see everything, the entire AMA is posted in the official Discord, but I know not everybody uses Discord. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Reddit. So sometimes you need to get all the answers in other places. But if you have questions about anything, drop them down below. Even if I don't have a screenshot of it, I can, ask the devs or ask the community manager what's going on. And, maybe I can provide that to you through my Discord channel, which link in the description below. If you like this video, smash the like button, hit subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hopefully at Eve Echoes University, teaching you some things. Live long and prosper. Stay safe with the Space Cowboys. And remember, shoot first.